morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Putnam Valley. This is the Nine Show. Hey, nah, this is the Nine Show. Recorded live in room 116. This is the Nine. This is the Nine Show. The Nine Show.
Welcome back to the Nine Show. I'm Joey.
And I'm Milo. We have some interesting stories to share, so let's get cracking.
To start, last Thursday was Pie Day. The class of 2025 had their annual Pie in the Face fundraiser.
The Nine Show is there for all the action. Let's take a look.
Well, before we witnessed the carnage that was put on display by the class of 2025, we decided to talk to some people and see which teachers did they really want to see pied in the face. Who were the top of the charts? Who were those who were a little bit more hesitant to pie? Let's go out and see what people had to say.
Who am I here with today?
Who am I?
Yes.
I am Dave Campion.
Miguel Diaz.
Tyler.
Bianca.
Philip and Abby.
Sophia.
Brandon Urbina.
What coworker in the whole school would you like to see get pied in the face?
So I think it would be most entertaining to see Miss Davino get pied in the face.
Miss Rosano.
Mr. Grogan.
Mr. Grogan.
Mr. Ninen.
Mr. G.
Dr. Macero.
Any reasons why?
I hate the class.
Because he's one of my social studies teachers, so I want to see him get pied in the face.
Because he's really tall, so I feel like it'd be like kind of funny to see people like try to reach him when he gets pied in the face.
I just feel like it would be such a fun, educating experience.
He's just Mr. G.
He's just always so happy, and his puns get me annoyed. And it'd be interesting to see how many pies he can get thrown at.
Ladies and gentlemen, to pie or not to pie? That is the question today. We're gonna find out which teachers have what it takes to withstand a pie to the heart, and more importantly, to the mind. We're gonna watch and see as this ceremony unfolds, as the class of 2025 decides who's getting pied, baby. I like it. Are you ready?
No, not really.
Well, you kind of got to get ready. There's not really much of a choice about it. Pie! That one felt personal.
That was pretty hard, AJ.
Mellow. Delicious, wonderful. Nice mustache, by the way. Mr. Baker, how are we feeling?
How am I looking, Jonah?
You're looking great, Mr. Baker. Beautiful.
Very cool.
Ooh, Miss Lynn, they got a good hit on you. How are you feeling?
I thought they were throwing it. I think they need to
Delicious. Mr. Mello?
One of the best days of my life.
Honestly, you know what? That's the spirit. It looks like the Matrix skills just didn't check out. I'm sorry for you.
It's okay, I'm cool. Whip.
You said, Doc.
See that?
Doc, she made a pun.
I know.
What do you have to say about that?
Well, it's all fun and games while we're here, you know?
Did you see what he... Did you see... Did you... Bye! Ooh! Yeah! All right! 2, 1! Close enough. All right, let's inspect. Ladies and gentlemen, we saw carnage unfold. As you can see, the ground is still scarred by the memory of pie in the face. We saw Mr. Baker, Mr. Mello, and countless others receive pies. Thank you, class of 2025, for delivering us this experience. And we will see you next time on Pie in the Face. This has been Jonah Shields.
That was hilarious. Mrs. Sienna was smart for covering her clothes beforehand.
You can definitely tell this wasn't her first time being selected for this event.
Our girls basketball team had a fantastic season. We won the Golden Ball and made it all the way to states.
Let's go to Connor for more on our girls basketball team and their phenomenal season.
This girls basketball team finished the year with an amazing resume to their name. After losing Eva to Trent last year and starting the season 0-5 this year, the fans began to lose hope. But the team persevered and went on to win the next 12 games. The team started to catch fire and at the right time. After the regular season was over, they won the league championship and then the real climb started. They ended up winning the Gold Ball, better known as the sectional final, down at the Westchester County Center. Then, they won the regional championship at Yorktown High School, which is an amazing accomplishment. But they didn't stop there. They went upstate to attempt for the third year in a row to win the state championship. They had fallen short the past 2 years, but sadly they fell short again. Even though they didn't win the state championship, we were all so proud of how much they accomplished. As a small school with brand new coaches, they have shown so much heart. At the beginning of the season, they were not expected to go as far as they did. It was a major accomplishment to see them back at states for the third year in a row. Reporting for The Ninth Show, I'm Connor Flynn.
Wow, thanks for that, Connor.
NHS is supporting a pajama drive. Please donate new pajamas for children ages infant to 13 years old. There is a box for donations in the main hallway.
Next up, we have some answers to the questions we know every kid has been asking since they started school.
That's right. What life skills can you learn from your classes?
Teachers from various subjects shared with Jonah why their subjects matter. Let's see what they had to say.
Do you believe that your subject is important in a high school student's development?
Absolutely. I would say it's the most important because it's reading and writing, which are essential skills to life.
Chemistry is often called the central science because it's got its feet or tentacles, if you will, out in just about every discipline there is.
Well, science examines pretty much everything about the world around us. And so if you're going to interact with the world in any way, you need to know how it works, right?
Well, you learn how to read, obviously, and think critically. Also, writing is a strong component of a social studies curriculum. So reading, writing, thinking critically, historical interpretation, understanding facts, working with documents, sourcing, looking at point of views, a person's purpose, or the audience for whom things are written for. All of these things are very important.
Life skill could be survival, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you understand some of the ins and outs, just in a basic way of how chemicals interact and how chemicals behave, that could be a life-saving thing, Like, for example, I have this fantasy that maybe someday my students are walking in the mall and there's a pipe that bursts and a bunch of colored gases come out. And, I told my students, maybe Ava might remember, that all colored gases are poisonous. So
Really?
you know how humans are, right? They might want to run up and look and see, like, oh, what is it? What's going on over there? My students can step in and stop them and say, no, don't go. So I learned in chemistry that all colored gases are poisonous.
So I would say communication, like actual verbal communication, and putting thought to paper is probably the most critical life lessons that students get from our subject area.
Planning is a big part of science, right? Looking at your mistakes. Sometimes the experiment doesn't come out the way that you want it to come out or you thought it was going to come out. And so how do you recover from that? How do you modify your procedure in order to get a better result? And also the idea that a failure is not. You shouldn't think of it as a failure. You should think of it as a point of where you can learn from that and then move forward. And that's really what science has done. Is we've learned from mistakes and gotten better and redone things. And we look at ideas that don't make sense and we try and make sense of them.
The four main departments, math, social studies, English, science. Which one of them, if you had to sacrifice one, which one would you throw down the gauntlet and take out?
Eliminate?
Yeah. And why?
Oh, it has to be, I hate to say this, my boy is in global, but, Mr. Gutierrez is always challenging me to, wrestling matches and battles, and he never shows up.
Ooh, okay.
So, I had the mat ready for him, he wanted to do a little jiu-jitsu. He never shows up. So I have to say global has got to go because of Gutierrez.
All right, now for the bonus question. Is there one song that you believe represents history? And if so, what is it?
Maybe We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel.
All right, that's a great one. I love Billy Joel. Can you sing We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel?
I just know some of it. We didn't start the fire. It's been only burning since the world was turning.
If you were stranded on an island, just like in Lord of the Flies by William Golding, these young adults have to troubleshoot and problem solve and figure out a way to try to get off of the island and survive. And if you've read that book and you're cultured, then obviously you might have some tips on how to survive on a stranded island. So there you go.
All right, very
Reading saves lives.
All right. Anything to add?
I would just say if I was on a deserted island, I would probably just try to find water and get a tan.
If you could summarize all of science, and specifically biology, because I know you teach that, into one dance move, What dance move would it be, and can you demonstrate for the audience?
I think it would have to be the twist. I don't know if you guys can get the connection there, but the twist, DNA.
Double helix?
Double helix, right?
Right.
And the second part of that question, my answer would be no, I cannot demonstrate that.
Okay, I guess I see where they're going with this.
You don't sound too convinced.
And finally, Putnam Valley Ambulance is sponsoring a blood drive. Please stop by the Ambulance Corps on Monday, March 25th to donate blood. Appointments are encouraged. Well, that's all we have for this week. Thank you for watching. I'm Milo.
And I'm Joey. We'll catch you next time.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Putnam Valley. This is the Nine Show. Hey, nah, this is the Nine Show. Recorded live in room 116. This is the Nine. This is the Nine Show. The Nine Show.
Just big smiles on your face. Smile makes a huge difference.
I got a terrible smile.
You have a lovely smile.